Smash a hole in all four tires. Baby, next time you think before he cheats. That was good, man. Hey, you know what? You never get thanked for that, and I just want to say thank you.
The thanks goes to you, dog.
I officiate the Sinky do.
Mm-hmm. The ringleader, if you will.
I want to go that far. You know, I mean, I'm a humble guy. You know, just making it my place here in this country. Came up from middle class family, and we didn't really struggle, but we didn't really have everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I grew up out of that situation, and I really just wanted to take control of the Sinky Doos. You know,
Yeah.
I that was my calling. You know, it just came to me. Gannon was like, "Hey, we should probably sync." Or I think I even brought it up, because that's how much of a control mindset that I have on it. I just
Exactly.
I am pretty good.
Amen.
I feel like there should be an Olympic sport for it.
Right. Call it the deering. That'd be heard of like across like multiple countries and shit, bro. It'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. How do they like decide what new sports get added to the Olympics? Do they ever get rid of sports?
I just see them keep adding. Like, what the fuck is a bobsled?
Did they recently add a bobsled?
No, they've had bobsled, bro. Have you ever seen?
I feel like
runnings?
No, I have not.
Goodness gracious! I'm just kidding. It's for the 90s.
Goodness. Oh yeah, well yeah, I probably have never seen it in my life. No 90s content for me. I'm a new school guy.
It's a Jamaican bobsled team. It's so funny.
I've heard of the Jamaican bobsled team, and they did they not lose or did they win?
Yeah, they won. That was part of the movie, Cool Runnings. That's what it's based off of.
I didn't think they. I remember hearing about the story, but I didn't think they won. Maybe
Maybe
I'm wrong.
Second?
Maybe
I don't know. It was a super wholesome movie. Like they started off like down there trying to set up like dirt tracks for like a homemade bobsled, bro. And next thing you know, they're in like the Olympics, Jamaica.
That's crazy.
Doing bobsled. The fuck? That's amazing. It's actually pretty good.
It is pretty. Yeah. Well, talking about wholesome movies, we should probably get into the podcast before we continue along. But hey guys, I'm Chase. Welcome back to the Something Original podcast.
My name is Gannon.
Hey, sorry, my phone went.
Like I feel weird when I say my name.
No, I don't think it's weird. I say my own name. I feel kind of weird just being on a podcast sometimes, I'm like, I'm literally just talking into a microphone. I'm talking to you, and I know I'm talking to, like, the audience at the same time, But I still feel weird. There's some parts where I'm just like, if somebody just walked into the room, like if Shiloh just walked in the room and I'm just talking to myself, I just feel like that outer presence is just, it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely if it was
like with a
third person looking in,
Yeah, like the outside perspective for sure.
Exactly.
But welcome back to the like a year and 0.1. A year and a fraction. I don't know.
Salud.
I hope you guys liked that last episode. It was kind of deep. It felt good. I had a lot of fun.
I definitely
got a lot of.
Yeah.
You just definitely.
I definitely.
He just definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely fucking hated it. It was the worst goddamn episode we've ever done.
In fact, like listener, whatever, fill in the blank for that one. Whatever you felt like. Whatever puts a smile on your face.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, this podcast is really meant for smiles.
It is.
And frowns.
So, wow, take that as you will. I definitely, and then it's on you. You make your Tuesday better, based off my expense. That's fine.
And sometimes Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays, sometimes whenever.
Yeah, sometimes Thursdays, sometimes a week. But
I was thinking about oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. I was thinking about Like, what if we just did like a weekly episode? We don't have a set date for the podcast, you know?
Mm.
What do you think of that?
I think that makes us seem like a couple of flimflams.
Is that a good thing?
No, it's not a good thing.
Sounds bad.
We do not want to be flimflam. We want to be precise.
We want to be some Turtleberry Johnsons.
And most of all, reliable. That's a hard word for me. Reliable? Oh, reliable. That's how it's pronounced.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So you want us to stay consistent?
I do want it. And that's
okay.
Why, yeah. I know. We had the conversation right before. Was not exactly feeling it, but here we are. Because
we're here. Hey, guys.
Yes.
We love you.
Hey.
That's right. Yeah, Gannon was, he's brain dead. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Dead brain?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were going to do the podcast a couple hours ago, and he was a saint. He went to go help his great-grandma with a flat tire. What a good guy. And, you know, I was totally understanding. I put the gun from his head. I took the gun away from his head. I was like, Gannon, it's fine. You can go help your great-grandma. Well, going back to the wholesome movie stuff, I was talking about this the other day when we were talking about, like, what my favorite movie is, and I think I changed my answer from Footloose to another movie called The Silent Voice. Mm. Have you watched it yet?
I have not.
No, you haven't. Mm-mm. It's on Netflix. Give it a watch tonight. It's probably one of the best wholesome like anime movies to watch. But I am going to talk about another movie that me and Charlie watched yesterday night that was probably even better. But I still want to say The Silent Voice is my favorite just because I like the theme of it. Mm. But we watched Your Name. Have you heard of Your Name?
I have not. I haven't heard of this.
It came out in like 2016, I think. It's another anime movie, and I think it is a lot better animated because there's a lot more moving parts to it, so it kind of needed it. But it's really good. We had to rent it. It's not on anything, but we rented it. It was only like $4 on Amazon. It's very good, and I think it won a bunch of awards, like even in the States, for being like a really good movie.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's about this, like, I don't really want to give too much away, but it's like this, it's basically Freaky Friday, but like this girl and this guy from two different parts of Japan are like switching bodies every other like day or night whenever they go to sleep, and they switch, and they basically live their lives for themselves, you know, and their body and their place, and they're like leaving each other like notes at the end of the day when they get back into their other body, because time just keeps going on, you know. And I guess all of this is like their time frames are like switched, so she's actually like 3 years in the past and he's 3 years in the future, and they're switching like this, so it's like a weird fucking time paradox thing. It's really good. It's a really good movie, but you have to rent it, so I totally understand if you don't want to watch it.
It sounds interesting, but I don't want
to. I don't want to rent it.
I don't want to rent it. I literally am like kind of dodging the Batman still, just to wait for it to be on
Why?
HBO. Just for it to be on HBO.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those guys, really?
For this one, yeah. I'm trying to save my money.
You're literally a DC stan. We were talking about this.
I know. I love DC, I think, more than I love a lot of things. You know, but
more than you love me?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
It's okay, because
I'm just kidding, bro.
What do you mean you're just kidding?
Yeah, absolutely I'd pick DC. I'm just kidding.
God, you bitch. That's so crazy. That was so crazy that like you have talked so fondly about DC this entire time on the podcast. Whenever I bring up anything Marvel, you're like, DC's better though.
It is.
And you're not gonna go see this in fucking IMAX, bro?
If I do see it, I'm definitely not gonna watch it in IMAX.
Why not?
Because doesn't it like get you like, doesn't it like get you wet and shit?
What?
Yeah, like isn't there like a certain movie? There's like a certain movie theater where you can like watch it in fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Because you literally watch it. What are those fucking certain types of theaters called?
I can tell you right now, I watched it in IMAX and I didn't get wet. I got wet when Zoe Kravitz got on the screen, but that's about it.
Yeah, understandable.
I don't think IMAX does. I think IMAX is only for the picture. Like it just has a bigger screen and it has better sound. I don't think it has like
360. What's the one that like makes you feel like you're in the movie? Where they try.
I think those are only at theme parks.
Somebody was telling me they did that for the fucking Batman, and when it started raining in the movie, they got fucking wet. Bruh, if I have popcorn and I start getting sprayed with shit, I'm gonna be a little sad.
If they do that, I feel like that's just a hazard, you know? I feel like that people will be slipping all over the place.
Or drowning.
Like, drowning? Yeah, especially with how much it rains in that movie. Like, yeah. You're probably going to be underwater in like 2 minutes.
Then it turns into Aquaman.
Then that way it connects everything. Yeah. DC multiverse. Mm-hmm. Boom. God, man. Well, see, we have the inside scoop on everything, guys. I just want to reiterate that. We did get one thing wrong, but we just led you guys on. Honestly, we were just trying to play it off.
Yeah, and Sunny D. Like, you know.
Sunny D. Well, no, we don't have the inside scoop on fucking like
vitamins.
Vitamins. I mean, we only have the inside scoop on things that matter. Right. You know.
Go to your fucking pharmacist. Ask them.
I was also thinking another thing. You know the show Dateline?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it though.
So it's basically like Chris Hansen. They like fake talk. Like it's a bunch of grown people talking to these online pedophiles. You know, where they try to get them to meet up with this like underage person. And when they get there, it's just like a sting operation, you know.
I've seen those, yeah.
And they sit the pedophile down to like interview him, or they just end up running away, and the police obviously like arrest them because they're gonna get arrested either way. Right. I was thinking though, do you think like the producers and the executives of that show don't want pedophiles to stop or like slow down?
What do you mean?
I feel like they want more intense pedophiles because that way if pedophiles are just gone from the earth, they don't have a show.
That's true.
And it's a very popular show, I feel like.
I've actually seen some videos of it before.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, I actually saw it on TikTok. That's funny you say that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can see where you can see it's counterintuitive. That's like the whole thing with that movie Natural Born Killers, but like essentially like they make these criminals essentially semi-famous in a fucked up way, you know, because like they're on TV then, you know, I don't know. Yeah. So then in a way like I don't even, that's fucking dark ass shit. I want to hope that they're doing it for the full intent of just wanting to fucking put these weirdos down. But.
Well, I feel like the initial thought, yes, it was to bring the weirdos down, and I feel like maybe they were seeing a dip in pedophiles, you know? I feel like it was like they went off the air for a while, and then it came back. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've just always been doing it, but I just feel like there's probably one executive there that's like, we need more pedophile shit. I'll fucking be a pedophile one day. Like the producer, not me, the producer or the executive. Yeah. He's probably like, shit, if our ratings start dipping, I'll take one for the team.
See, that's where I feel like then it becomes like fucking Jerry Springer or Maury. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, did you see Murray's ending after like 31 years?
I heard about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never watched a single episode, but it's crazy.
I watched it when I was a kid. My grandma would watch it.
What? I used to watch Jerry Springer when I was a kid. That's
I didn't
probably
say
even
anything.
worse. I don't know why that's always on. How is Jerry Springer still going, actually?
That's true. I don't know, man. Well, because they have people come in. That's like a thing.
Yeah.
They have like people want to be on TV. They come in and then they just act all like they have like this fucked up backstory, and they have to just act it out.
Do you think it's all fake, right?
But Jerry Springer. She asking me if Jerry Springer's real.
Well, I know he's real, but do you think like the people on the show are real?
It's like WWE.
But do you think yeah, for sure. But do you think it's fake now? For sure. But do you think back then it was real?
Maybe the beginning it was, maybe it was. I don't know. Shit, I've been watching Dr. Phil sometimes. I'm like, there's no way.
Isn't the Catch Me Outside girl, like, she exposed, like, a bunch of it. She was like, yeah, like, he actually is, for one, he's not even, like, a real therapist. Did you guys know that? Dr. Phil is not even a real licensed therapist. Second of all, he always says, I'll take you to the ranch for, like, 6 weeks, whatever. It was, like, 3 days of, like, counseling for that girl, the Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
And she just said, like, they didn't do anything. They don't do anything after that. It's all fake. It's all for show. Like, they made me, like, even come up with a few, like, things to make it sound even worse.
See, this is just all... It's all our world is nowadays, guys.
It's just a phony show. Am I right?
Just knocking on the glass constantly.
Is that the title? Phony Show?
Phony Show. Yes.
Pony Show. Pony Jar.
Ew.
Ew. But, dude, how was your week, bro? I feel like I haven't talked to you all week.
It was pretty good. I don't know, dude. I've just been honestly just waiting to get into school.
Oh, wait. You just leave it at that, waiting. I've just been waiting.
Yeah. That's what this whole episode is like one of those DIY movies. Like, you guys ever see those on Netflix? Where
yes.
Like you're allowed to like finish out the scenario. So that's what I'm doing with this one.
Oh,
I'm just coming up with like fill in the blanks. Rewind it real quick if you want. Go back. I'm coming. Where?
Whoa. What a twist. What if those like DIY movies? They what if there's like, has there been a sex scene one?
I don't think so.
Where you control it?
What's that one? The Black Mirror
Bandersnatch?
Insane, bro. That one fucked with me for like a day, bro.
I never have done it. I always wanted to do it with Shiloh, but she's always like, I don't want to do it.
Dude, it fucks with you, bro. Like, if you follow what's going on, essentially, you only have one ending, right? But it's bro, you just gotta one day, bro, take a couple gummies or something, dog. Sit down on the couch, bro. Get a little mojo going on. I don't know, light some candles or incense or something. Do that. Just sit down.
Really setting the mood.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy, bro. Cause I that's what I did one day. I was just like, you know what? I seen some Black Mirror. That's just kind of interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Played it, bro, and I was like, I remember I got done. Finally, after getting the right shit. And then I just sat there and I felt even more confused than when I started the game. I like literally sat there, bro. I had like it was weird, bro. It's weird. It makes you think, for sure. Shit, I might do that after this. Cause fuck, I still think about it.
I feel like Black Mirror is one of those like really good shows that just it's supposed to really make you think, and it's supposed to put like our current society 10 years into the future. They just add in a little bit of spice. Did you hear about like the first season came out, I think like 10 years ago, around there. And they're saying in one of the episodes in the first season, it would have lined up perfectly with like our current timeline, and it came true. One of Black Mirror's predictions came true, and it's the absolute worst one it could be. Have you watched any of the first season of Black Mirror?
I've just seen like random episodes because usually it'll be like someone like I'll be hanging out with someone, they'll be like, "Hey, have you ever seen Black Mirror?" And I'm like, "I've seen a little bit of it from other people that showed me the show."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, bro, you gotta see this episode." And then they always will go to like their favorite 4, and I'm like, "That show's pretty fucked." And that's kind of super interesting, bro.
It's very interesting. It always makes you think. I'd honestly, instead of doing Bandersnatch, you should just sit down and watch the whole like thing.
Yeah.
I think the first and second season are the best. I don't know if I know there's a third, or maybe a fourth. There's one with Miley Cyrus in it that I know people don't like. I haven't even watched it. I haven't even watched the latest season. But there is one from the first season where it's like this killer robot dog. That like it's terrifying. That episode is absolutely terrifying. And that's of course the one Black Mirror prediction that came true.
Really?
Yeah, so in China, I guess they've made those exact same like robot dogs with like the gun on top of it and stuff. It looks just like the Black Mirror episode.
Dude, is this gonna be like another one of those like the Simpsons shows where like in 10 years like things start popping off and then we're like, oh my, wait, hit the brakes, because some of those are like,
well, I mean,
no way.
Yeah, no, seriously, like how, I mean, at some point it can't just be a coincidence. Like the Simpsons get a ton of stuff right, and there's all these different conspiracy theories and stuff. But do you think like time travel itself is like feasible? Like right now, do you think people are actually going back and forth through time?
I don't know, but I heard about good old Nikola Tesla having a machine, and then the good old US of A decided to say, no, you are not having good time. You're not going anywhere in time. Actually, we're going to shut down your entire operation right now. But that's what they did with all this shit, and then they steal it and then want to profit off of it. I go in.
Yeah.
Tesla was a fucking genius, and his name should be there instead of Edison. I said it. I'm going to say it. I'm still going to say it. Tesla.
Edison did nothing, by the way. I hope everybody knows. He took credit. He was a fucking... Wait, is a Turtleberry Johnson good thing or bad thing?
Yeah, if you're Turtleberry Sunrise, you're a cool guy. But Turtleberry, if you're Turtleberry Johnson, or dude, actually, Turtleberry fucking Ricky, bro. That's Thomas Edison.
Terry?
Turtleberry Ricky.
Turtleberry Ricky.
Yep.
But yeah, if you guys don't know, Thomas Edison took credit for the light bulb. He didn't actually invent it.
Yeah. And he made it to be profitable. Tesla wanted all this shit to be free, bruh. Because should be... It's necessities, guys. Necessities.
Light should be a necessity.
Right.
You know what should be a necessity? This is going to be, like, just kind of throwing it out there. What are the 3 main things that we need to survive on Earth?
Food, water, in modern society, gasoline.
Well, you're close. You got 2 of them. Food, water, shelter, right? Food, water, shelter?
Yeah.
Why aren't these rights? Why aren't we just given? Like, we know this is what everybody needs in life. We need food, we need water, we need shelter for us to live. Period. Those are the 3 main things that we need. Why is it that we have to pay for food, pay for our water, and pay for our shelter? Like 1 in 5 kids goes like without a meal every night, you know?
I think it's because genuinely a lot of people, like I know there's a lot of people on this earth that do care. And like if there were people to I'm going to use the C word for this, like create communes, and like like dude, I just don't see people working together ever. Like that's what sucks about it. Like, you know, like, I just don't think that people would ever come to, like, this common agreement that, like, hey, let's all work for our fellow man, women, etc., etc. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That's why I think it can never work, and especially after how our society is set up.
Did you hear about like certain countries, they study American propaganda? Did you know this?
Really? They take notes?
Like modern day propaganda, like happening right now propaganda. Like Germany, somebody made a video on it. I was watching a TikTok video of some German person explaining like a modern, like one of their modern day German textbooks, and they're explaining they have like Nazi Germany like propaganda like in their textbook, and they have like all these other historical propaganda campaigns that have done by other countries, and then they get to America and it's present day America propaganda.
Oh yeah.
And I guess our current propaganda that is being pushed on us is that we need to be thinking of ourselves as individuals. Like we should only be focused on ourselves. We should only have an individual mindset, XYZ. And that's not what every other country is thinking, you know? So I feel like, yes, none of us can really work together because we have this crazy individual mindset. We all have different backgrounds. And with the slightest like change of opinion, everything can get thrown off course, you know? I think what we need to do is establish a sense of community and a sense of just social appreciation and acceptance.
Yeah. But yes, I do agree with you. I totally agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. But like, dude, even if you like, dude, have you ever just like sat down and watched cable TV?
I refuse to.
Okay, yeah, dude, I'm same way. I like commercials. I get lost. My mind, but I like pay attention to commercials, and like I feel like all this shit is even compartmentalized from like the ground up, bro. Every single commercial that comes on is like, you need this new car. Oh, what?
Yeah.
You're not wearing Old Navy? Well, then you're a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't like big red gum, well, then fuck you. You know?
It's all about status and individualism. And what we do is we single these people out when if you don't meet society's standards on certain things, you know? And we get, it's so crazy how we're so individual, but we all have to meet at the same societal standards. And which is so backwards. You can't have individualism in a society, you know? Because those are two separate things. A society works its best when everybody is social and cooperative.
Right. We come from packs and tribes. Essentially, everyone did.
Yeah.
And that's how we got along. It's because you just did.
Yeah.
Because you knew it was for the greater good of everyone around you. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful concept. They should fucking throw that in our face every day. Hey, you want to get better? Help these people out. You'll become better. Make your life better.
But that doesn't make Jeff Bezos money, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you see like 13 Amazon commercials.
Exactly. God, dude. The only commercials I get are like on Hulu now, and that's literally all I see is fucking Amazon, and like I don't see any Tesla commercials, but what else? Fucking Progressive. How the hell has Progressive just been in the loop? I feel like nobody does Progressive anymore.
Actually, I use Progressive.
Hey, if you guys also use Progressive, I wanna share a little thing that I've heard about Progressive. I cannot understand this. So this happened like a couple years ago. This happened a little bit ago. So there was this girl, who was driving a car. She was insured with Progressive. She was let me emphasize this. She was insured with Progressive. She gets hit and dies in a car accident by somebody with no insurance. No car insurance, no, whatever, driver insurance, car insurance. Yeah, that's what it's called. And the damages came out because obviously she died. The Progressive insurer holder died, and the damages came out to a lot of money, obviously, because she died. And of course, this other guy who killed her, who lived, didn't have insurance. He was going to have to, pay all of that out of pocket, and he wasn't going to be able to pay for it, So at the end of the day, the court hearing, like his settlement was going to be cheaper than what Progressive was going to have to pay out to the families.
Oh my God.
Or to the family that was, their daughter, their loved one had died at the hands of this motherfucker. So Progressive actually sided with the guy in
manslaughter.
The case.
They sided with manslaughter is what they sided with.
So they ended up paying for a settlement, Progressive, and they gave no money to the family who had died. Yeah, and they ended up winning. Not the family, but the guy who killed the girl.
And I feel like any society that puts monetary value above human life will always fucking fail. Every time.
I think that's one of the biggest, like, holy shit, that's capitalism for you moments, Like, they don't take any sort of humanity from that situation. They are literally only focused on money. They're like, we don't want to have to pay millions of dollars to this family who was a loyal member of our company, Let's just pay a couple $100,000 to settle, for this court settlement and help this guy out. Because it's at the end of the day, it's going to help our bottom lines. It's going to make us richer because nobody's going to fucking talk about it. We're talking about it, but hopefully that gets out there. I wish I could. I'm going to try to find the link to that story because I was listening to it on another podcast like years ago, but I'm going to try to find it because it's fucked. And more people should talk about it.
And it's another weird thing I noticed. Kind of going.
What?
It's not like fully going off this, but kind of going off this. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
Why do banks need skyscrapers?
Why does any company need a skyscraper?
That is also true. But like every time I see a fucking bank, bro, like it's like the biggest building. Like, dude, especially in Arizona, bro, like the bank buildings are like the tallest buildings.
Even in Dayton, the biggest building in Dayton is a bank. Did you know that?
Oh, really? The big ass building?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Bro. It makes
well, there's a
think.
No, well, there's a conversation right now actually happening since, everybody's working from home. There's certain companies and, employers, whatever, they're trying to get people back into the office. For, productivity has not been going down. People are getting more done at home for their jobs. But companies are pressuring their employees to come back to the office. Why? Why would they want to do that? For one, they signed a lease on that company or on that building, Yeah. And usually it's like a long-term lease. So so it looks bad. It looks like a bad financial
Yeah. Right.
So obviously you want to be able to fill that building with people, or you're just wasting money. Dude, if nobody's coming into the office.
Could you imagine this? Now, take this. Total polarity flip, okay? This is wishful thinking. You got these big-ass skyscraper fucking buildings now, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these bankers can now all of a sudden work from home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Housing. The building's already built. Don't fucking destroy it. No point.
Yeah.
Housing. Cheap housing, bro. Those skyscrapers are nice as fuck.
I mean, this is kind of getting into a more political podcast, but
sorry,
it's not even political. This is just fucking human decency. But let me hit you with a fucking stat right here. There's a little over 500,000 homeless people in America. There's 17 million vacant homes in America.
There's how many vacant homes in America?
17 million.
That's just that a lot.
That's
like
you literally can still have that 17 million, because I'm sure it's like 17 million plus like some change. Maybe you'll dip down into the 16 million. I don't know.
Oh God. Don't do that, Chase. Don't do that.
I mean, yeah, 17 million really has a nice ring to it.
We gotta keep these empty buildings for people that will pay for them.
What the biggest thing about it, I recently saw a TikTok. This is where I get all my fucking sources. Anyways, I recently saw a TikTok where there was homeless camps like outside of this Kohl's, like this, no, not a Kohl's, like a Sears building. Like an empty, vacant Sears building. No one works there. No one's employed there. It is literally empty. But those homeless people are not allowed inside of that building. There's literally a police guard. There are police guarding that building so homeless people can't get into it. But it's literally not being used for anything.
Yeah, at least repurpose it into some kind of hostel or something. Fuck it.
Literally just open the door. If you can't do the bare minimum, you don't even, I mean, the decent thing to do is refurbish it to make it, affordable housing, or not even affordable housing, just free fucking housing for homeless people. All you have to do is just open the door. You don't even have to repurpose it. You just have to open the door and let them live there. I'm sure they can make a bed. I'm sure they could sleep on the floor if they were that desperate.
But also I see okay. But I also see the legal side, cuz like unfortunately, like what if someone dies in there? What if a homeless person dies in there?
Okay, but I mean
that's where I'm like kind of fucked, because then yeah,
people die on the street. People die in car accidents.
That's true.
I mean, that's the thing. Also, at the end of the day, also comes down to like government, laws. If there's like nothing going on, I don't even know if I'm sure those buildings are owned by somebody, probably banks. Make it a thing where banks are not liable if a case like that happens, where there's a vacant lot with a building that nobody's being used, nobody else owns it besides that bank. And if somebody ends up dying in that area, in that building, they aren't held reliable.
Have maybe some kind of like extra hearted homeless shelter volunteers come through.
Mm-hmm.
Because, why not have, soup kitchen in there, Have maybe somebody, unfortunately, make sure that they're not carrying, a bunch of drugs in there or other things that could harm other people staying there. Set up some kind of system.
There's a system right now in Denver. I think they're the first city to do it, where instead of sending cops to, mental health calls, they send social workers.
Beautiful.
And beautiful, well done. That is literally what they should have been doing from the beginning. But it's all been good. They've had over 2,000 calls in the past year since the program started.
That's amazing.
And not a single one of those calls have ended. They haven't had to call in police for backup. They haven't had to fatally shoot somebody because they were having a mental emergency. And it's worked perfectly. So now they're expanding the program. What I'm saying is, let's make social workers one of the most paid employment in the country. Because we have a lot of issues, and I'm sure social workers can do a lot of stuff. They can get down. They can work those, homeless shelters that we turn into vacant places. We turn vacant places into homeless shelters and have social workers go through. Or if we just want to place homeless people in one of the 17 million vacant homes in America, have a social worker just come check on them every other day.
Yeah. Well, like, at least at a rate of like probable progression. Like
Mm-hmm.
once every couple weeks. Or like once a week, or like once every couple days. Then eventually once a week, and then like once every couple weeks. Cause
Yeah.
and then at that time, a lot of these social workers, they have skill sets, to like
Yeah.
properly
Definitely.
handle these things. So then essentially they could have some form of rehabilitation, and it's just a win-win. It's a win fucking win. All the time. I love homeless people. There's a tent village in
Mm-hmm.
San Diego. I would stop through there sometimes. Insane stories. The homeless people that, are there, and like
Mm-hmm.
some of them just like to be homeless. That's insane. So literally,
Yeah.
I've met a couple people where they're like regular ass people. They take baths in the fucking creeks, and they'll get money for like cans of tuna and shit. Now, that's how they want to live.
Yeah.
It's insane. And
some people get a thrill out of it.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
and but I don't even know where I was fucking.
But that's not that's not like the main case. Most of the time people become homeless because either like financial ruin or just mental illness, period.
Exactly. And then what they definitely don't see is just genuine compassion.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were put into these places where they can get proper rehabilitation and constructive reinforcement, instead of someone just coming right into their face and be like, "Hey, you're a piece of shit." That's not won't ever help anybody. No, that won't help anybody ever. So, I don't know, man. Like, shit could change, bro, if people would put the means where they need to go. But I don't know, bro.
That's what I mean. This is what we're here for, man. We're trying to enlighten some people. Because
Exactly.
we're all humans, We all have issues, we all have problems, and we all have different upbringings. Like, we all can't start out as lucky as, me and Gannon. Gannon honestly didn't have a super lucky start. But look at him now, dude. I mean, he's here, and he's doing the podcast. He's happy. And I mean, I'm not like the most luckiest person either in the world. I started out, I was talking about it in the beginning of the podcast. It was kind of a joke, but I came from a middle class family. I didn't have to struggle for anything, but I had to work for almost everything. And there are people born into even worse situations, like no mom, no dad.
Mm-hmm.
And they're born on their own. Some people are just they hit the streets at such a young age. They can't get out of debt. They are always hungry. They don't have a meal every day. People are struggling, and we don't identify it because we're so sheltered. People are born into like these $1 million homes or just super set for life families, and they don't get to look at everybody's perspective. They only see their perspective, and they're like, "Oh, if I was able to start out like this and I have this great safety net, then everybody else should be able to, right?" No, that's not the case.
Exactly. But that's
Exactly.
what at the end though. That's what almost makes it this beautiful tapestry. That's why I just like sometimes I just talk to random people, man. Because if there's anything you could ever attain in this life, is a new perception. Maybe you didn't think of this certain way to look at this certain thing, man. Talk to someone about it, or just if you're out of the bar sometime and you're just kind of feeling it, you kind of feel kind of like spontaneous. I got something in me that I just need to let go of, right? Just bring it up to someone random. If you see someone just kind of sitting there vibing, like I've done that before. I just started talking about DC and Marvel once. Next thing you know, we got into talking about all different kinds of... Then I find out this dude likes a whole bunch of different fucking 90s movies, bro. It was so weird. Total stranger. Next thing you know, I was talking to him for probably about an hour. About literally fucking anything. It's crazy.
You literally never know. Yeah, the person right next to you could be just like you, have the same interests, but they might just look a little different, or they might just have a different background. But they are still the same. They're still people.
He even talked about Rob Zombie horror movies. I was like, dude, you're cool, man. Where you come from, man? Yeah, dude. He looked like he could have been in that band Under Oath.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro.
I don't know what that is.
You don't?
I don't know. Who that?
Yeah, never mind.
Speaking of bands, though, getting off topic, Eve Tumor.
Oh, yeah. How was that, bro?
Yeah, I went to a concert. This is actually, it's going to be really embarrassing. This is only my second concert ever. You know what my first one was?
What?
Caliucci's.
That's not bad. Hey, what's up, mommy?
It wasn't bad.
Oh.
No, she was, yeah, it wasn't bad, and she wasn't bad either. But but it wasn't, it wasn't like a hype concert. It was like a lullaby concert. Not a lullaby concert. It wasn't boring. It was hype, but it wasn't hype. Eve Tumor. If you guys have not heard Eve Tumor, I'm about to put you on.
Spell it.
They are
probably because it's spelled
Y.
Yep.
Yeah, it's spelled super fucking weird. YVES Tumor. TUMOR. But they were perfect. They came to Boulder. We went up to see it with a couple friends, and they have some of the. It's this guy who. He's just a mix of like alternative rock with like heavy demonic rock with a bit of like hip hop jazz swagger about it, and it bumps, and it was crazy, but it was a little bit of a smaller venue, it was just Boulder, random theater wherever, and. We luckily were just able to get up to the front like row of the concert. We were right there next to him, just on to the right. And I reach up like to try to touch them, and he pops my thumb. He popped my thumb, bro.
Nice.
Or they popped my thumb. Their pronouns are they them. I don't want to. It was crazy though. Yeah, I just reached up and they grabbed my hand and like popped my thumb. I was like, shit, bro. Like, did we just collab right there?
Yeah. Like, did you feel that too, bro?
I was gonna ask them. I was gonna be like, because they were just hanging out after the concert. Like, they came up to the front after like a lot of people left. Shiloh had to go back into the concert to pee, and when she was coming out, she was like, they're just like out there like
That's
talking
so
to
tight.
people.
I love when bands do that. That's so tight.
No, it was so tight, but I wasn't able to like get to talk to them or whatever. But
they didn't sign
fine.
your nip.
You
didn't let them sign your nip.
No, I didn't.
Bro,
I was gonna have them sign my hand. My thumb.
Oh right, that's what I meant. Yeah, hand, of course.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But yeah, put you guys on. Eve Tumor, if you want to be on the podcast, that'd be awesome, actually.
Where did they get their name from?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Listen to their music, because I'm not sure how they get half of their lyrics or half of their, like, just sounds that they do. It's crazy. They're a very instrumental or experimental, like, artist,
That's pretty tight.
It's super tight, and it was such... Like, you listen to their music, it's kind of like, if you don't see them live, it's kind of hard to understand, like, how hype they are. They have a lot of good music, not gonna lie. But sometimes it's just such a better performance live, Or it sounds like 110% more better live.
Yeah. Way more better.
Way more better. What have you ever been to? You've been to concerts, obviously. Like, what was your first one?
My first one? It was probably what's that? There's like a big Christian one. That was probably the very first one I went to.
Skillet?
Huh?
Skillet?
They were there.
They were there.
They were there.
21 Pilots?
Nah. Unfortunately, I didn't see them when they were bumping.
You still fucking with them?
Like, if I want to hear 21 Pilots now, I'd rather just go and listen to Walk the Moon. The old Walk the Moon.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. I'm like, I understand you are all fueled by ramen, but it doesn't have to be the same ramen, you know? But, I don't know.
Yeah, I fell off of them after, like, that one that really went popping. Their one album.
Yeah. With Hometown?
Yes,
yeah.
Hometown and,
Chlorine?
like, Riding.
I like Chlorine. Yeah. That's off a newer one. Sipping on straight chlorine. Let the vibe come over me.
Is that them?
Yeah. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical.
I thought it was like Imagine Dragons or something.
That's where it sucks, because I feel like when they first came out, it had like this original sound. And then it just...
something original.
Yeah, dude. I like Tyler Joseph coming out there, just fucking on the mic. Josh Dunn, just, that's his name? Josh Dunn? On the drums?
Yes. Yeah.
This is so cool. 2-man band? Sweet.
He's married to Debbie Ryan. Did you know that?
No way. From Disney?
Yeah.
What a cool guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. And they're from Ohio, too, right? Columbus.
My friend, Chase, my other friend Chase.
Me?
Dude, he went to their wedding, bro. He went to Tyler Joseph's wedding. Because I guess...
Yeah, isn't Tyler Joseph's wife from, like, Brookville, where we were, like, next to schools? Like, they were just, like, 8 minutes down the road.
Get this. He does photography.
He was the photographer at the wedding.
Yes. It was nuts. Like, he has, like they're real old, because this was, like, probably 4 years ago. But then, like... Yeah. Dude, I remember seeing the pictures. I was like, there's no way. Because this was back when I was, like, real big into him. I was like... You don't know them, bro. And the next thing I know, he's like sending me pictures like at their wedding. I'm like,
okay. That's crazy, dude. It's so crazy how like small town it is, you know.
Right.
If you know somebody like that locally.
Oh, dude, bro. Like, dude, if I run into anybody famous from Ohio, I don't even know what I don't know. I'd probably poop a brick. Probably brick and a half or something. I don't even know.
Dang, bro, you heard it here first.
Especially if it was like Cuddy, bro. If I met Cuddy, I don't even know what I fucking do, bro. I probably have a full-on spasm first.
No, seriously. Oh, did I tell you Shiloh's brother like saw Kid Cudi in like New Zealand randomly at like a random restaurant? Yeah. He like.
Was he chilling?
Yeah, he was just talking to this. No, he didn't talk to him, but he sat like a couple seats over from him.
Dude, bucket list.
Bucket list. Dude. Sit next to Kid Cudi.
Dude, even just sit next to him, bro. I'd look over and be like, oh, dude, I don't know what he's eating, but that's what I would ask the waitress. I'd be like, or waiter, or whoever. Fucking, they come up.
Don't discriminate.
Yeah, that's my bad, bro. They come up, bro, and then I'd be like, what is that man eating? I want the same thing. No matter what it is.
Can I actually just have his plate? Can you bring it over to me when he's done?
They come out. They go right by his table. Do a 360 or a 180. Come over to your table with the food.
Yep. That'd be insane. So, what was your last concert that you went to?
I'll just say my favorite one.
Okay, yeah, go with that one. ASAP?
Dude, probably ASAP. Dude, because he brings it, bro. Like, dude, he is just a full-on showman. He had cars suspended from the ceiling that he performed on top of, that then got suspended down, and then now all these people come out dancing with him around these cars. Next thing you know, there's like a slow moment, and he's got a camera inside one of the cars, and he's just like rapping inside the car, all like elegant and shit. And then Comethazine opened up for him, even though Spooky Margella opened up in the very beginning, but
I love them, bro.
Yeah, I got there a little late, so I saw the end of their show, and then Comethazine came on. It was supposed to be fucking Ski Mask. It was supposed to be Comethazine then Ski Mask, bro. But Ski Mask didn't show up, and I actually sent him a message on Instagram, even though he probably never ever looked at it. Still did. I was like, dude, I was pretty lit after that show. I was like, hey, bro, I'm not saying much, but like I really appreciate you as an artist and what you do, and I think you're fucking cool. Yeah, I sound like a long ass message. Like I was just wanting you to be there. That's all. I honestly paid for these tickets to see you, but that's fine. don't why. And I will turn it up. And the rain clouds on your window. You know what I'm saying? That's how I turned after that. Dear Ski, I wish you would fucking miss me.
What is that?
But yeah, dude. I feel like ASAP Rocky was the best. I saw this punk show once, and it was inside of a house, and there was people from all walks of life, and it was fun. It was super fun.
Yeah.
I went
super
to
fun.
with one of my buddies, and next thing I know, we were out in the mosh, and we were just having a good old time in this random person's house. You pay $5 to get in, and next thing you know, dude, some guy starts coming hard with the pressure. It's straight from my homie, right? In the mosh. I'm talking, he was throwing elbows, okay? And you don't do that in a mosh. You don't do that in a mosh. Shove my homie. Bro, I came up, shoved this dude back, right? Dude had like long ass hair to his like nipples and shit. And so he pushes me back, right? And then my buddy Pat jumps in and pushes him. And then his friend comes in and breaks it all up, right? Yeah. Backs up. And then so we go back over, we just get a drink, and we're just like chilling now, and we're just trying to see what's happening, what's going down. Bro, tell me why. So we went there to see my friend's friend, actually. He plays guitar and like lead singer from one of the bands that was there. Tell me why the fucking final show was the dude we were almost in a fight with. It was amazing. It was one of those things where I was like, no way, bro. Like, we were literally fucking going back and forth pushing each other for a second. I didn't know what was about to happen. And, like, I was at a place where I knew absolutely no one. So I was like, I don't know how this is going to go down. So then I was, like, sitting over trying to cool off. And next thing you know, dude that we almost got a fight with hops on a guitar. And I'm like, no fucking way, dog. So then we just left.
That you're just like, no,
we're out of spite. Like, nah, whack.
Yeah, fuck you. That's actually funny because right after the Eve Tumor show, when I said Shiloh was going into the bathroom, some random guy is like kind of walking over with me.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn, bro, she's got a nice ass. And I looked this man in the eye, and I was like, did you just fucking... I didn't say this, but I was like, excuse me? And he was like, yeah, man, her ass was just... And he was fucked up. He was super fucked up.
Yeah.
But you could tell, like, the gears in his head were, like, starting to turn. He was like, he stopped himself. He was like, oh, that was your girl, bro? Oh, I'm sorry. And, like, my apologies. My name's, Beep.
Terry.
I'm not gonna actually. Terry. Yeah, this guy's fucking Terry. But the guy was actually super apologetic. He completely misread the whole situation, and he apologized. He even apologized to Shiloh when she came out. We had a fucking long ass conversation in the cold, too long. And yeah, he was just fucked up on shrooms. And I was like 2 seconds away from like clocking this guy in the face, but I didn't. Everything was cool, but that's funny.
Yeah, dude, people just be getting fucking crazy.
I get it. She does have a pretty nice butt.
That's always the best moments when it's like it happens right in front of you, and you're like, "The fuck did you just say, dog?"
No, yeah, seriously. I was just like, because that's never really happened to me. Like no one's ever like hit on a girlfriend in front of me or a girl I liked in front of me. It's always just been behind my back. I'm just kidding. What'd you say?
That shit bugs the fuck out of me.
It's happened to you? Have you ever like gotten in a fight about it?
Dude, like I've never gotten into a fight about it, but like there's been times where I'll be at a party, and I'm there, with someone I was with, and then we're just like chilling, and then this particular person, she was very outgoing, she was like always just having a good time at parties, and so I was just like she's like into dancing with like all of her girlfriends and all that bullshit. So I was like, that's all you. I got 2 left feet, so whatever. she's the same way. So I remember like one time, she was out there dancing with like one of her friends. We were just like at this like apartment, just like chilling, whatever, just fucking having some drinks. And then like a dude that I straight up fucking knew comes up and like tries to dance with her right in front of me. And but I don't know, she was a feisty one. So it was like got close. She turned around, punched him in the chest. I'm like, and then I stand up. And then that's pretty much it because he just felt weird then. So yeah, dude.
My bad.
She was like this fiery little Latina. Oh, good times in life. But yeah, dude, it was that's how she was though too. She was just like,
fiery.
Yes.
Have I met her before?
I don't. I mean, I could say the name if you bleep it.
I've only met your only one girlfriend. Is it the one girlfriend? From? Oh no.
Definitely not.
Okay, never mind.
I
don't know it then.
I almost wish you would have met the like. It was just like, I don't know. We were like a thing for pretty much like a year and a half, but in the Navy.
Oh, is it that one girl?
Huh?
I feel like it's that one.
I'm not gonna say any names.
Tell me.
Huh?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I can bleep it.
Out of respect, because like honestly, it all ended cool. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It all ended cool.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. She's dope.
Ask her if she wants to be on the podcast.
She definitely would. She's got like a family now, bro.
Who cares? I have a family. I have a cat.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I should look at it like that. I don't know. I don't want to be like randomly hit them up after like 3 years of not even having contact and be like, hey, you want to be on the podcast?
I have the. You want to be on the podcast?
And then red.
Red. Why not, dude? Shoot your shot.
There's no point, bro. I'm not a home wrecker, bro. That's just for the fucking birds. I'd rather just stay far away from all that.
Yeah.
Far away from all that, bro.
Yeah. I don't know how people do that, honestly.
Like, I'm already be stressed as it is, let alone have that in the back of my head all day.
Yeah.
But hey, man.
Because people be crazy, bro. Like, you be a home wrecker, and it's just like, they show up to your work, and it's like, damn, bro, these two lives are not to be collided with.
Then the next thing you know, your fucking windshield's busted out, and you're fucking...
Yeah.
And it's like, it was a mutual thing, but there was a third party. So, but...
I'm speaking like we have experience on the matter. We don't have experience. We just see it in the movies,
Yeah. Or a Carrie Underwood song.
Yes, also. That's actually where I get most of my sources. Smash rolling over there. Baby, next time I pay before he cheese.
That's that soul right there.
Yo, Carrie Underwood, bro, like, fire.
Yar, bro.
Who's your favorite country artist?
I'm like artist-wise or like Carrie Underwood? Like artist-wise, probably Tyler.
Carrie Underwood. Okay. I don't know who that is.
He sings like some really good shit, bro. It's kind of blues-like. I like country.
Whoever did Farmer's Daughter, that's who I like.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I fell in love with the farmer's daughter. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I like more like blues country. In a way.
Like
I don't know.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah, like Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash shit, bro.
Yeah.
I like that shit where it's more raw and gritty. I don't like the pop country too much. That shit kind of, I don't know. Like,
it's just mainstream molasses.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I like that shit where it's like, just did fucking cocaine, now I'm driving my F-150. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy gets it.
This guy gets it. This is like a Saturday with the boys, you know? This is how it is in rural Kentucky.
Yeah, pretty much, man. What about you? So it's Farmer's Daughter is your favorite one?
Farmer's Daughter. I don't know who like sings the song. That's the only like country song I was like, about when I was younger. Yeah. I fucked with it, you know? I mean, you can't blame me. It was a bop. This is my music progression over the years. I only listened to country from when I was born till Like 8th grade.
Are you serious?
I only listened. I a couple like hard rock songs here and there, but it was also only like radio country.
Oh man.
So it wasn't even any of the good stuff, like the good stuff. I only listened to that shit, but I say it like I listen to it religiously. I never listened to it. I only ever listened to it if I was in the car or if I needed to listen to music. That's what I would listen to. And then after 8th grade, I decided to expand my music, and the only thing I could really think of was like rock, hard rock, alternative rock. So that's when I got into like my emo phase. I got in my emo phase pretty late in life, and it only lasted a couple months. And then you actually put me on to rap. I don't know if you know this.
It's so good.
Yeah, it was hip hop rap. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that took effect sophomore year. My sophomore year.
You never listened to rap before that?
I listened to like a couple Wiz Khalifa songs here and there. You know.
Hey, still bangers. Those are bangers.
I mean, it was bangers.
Wiz.
Yeah. He's good. Yeah. But yeah, you put me on the first like artists that I really, really got into were Chance the Rapper and Childish Gambino.
Yeah, those are good ones, dude. The old Chance and Childish Gambino, like, that's pretty good shit, bro. That was a good.
Did you see Chance the Rapper's trying to make a comeback? He dropped a song and people are actually fucking with it.
Yeah, dude. I actually was listening to it like fucking I think yesterday.
Really? It good?
It's pretty like. He's so slept on now because he went religious with it, and I feel like it's like trendy to hate religion in a way.
I don't think he lost people when he was religious. I think he was religious when he went when Coloring Book came out, he was talking about God and all that other stuff. But I think he did it in a more subtle way. I think the reason why Big Day flopped was his, last album.
I like some of the songs on there.
I think, yeah, I mean, there were a few.
The one with Smino's so good.
A few. I didn't even know Smino was on it.
Whoa, what?
Did you know that? Yeah, I didn't even know.
Dude. And then there's another one I think with Smino and Made in Tokyo on it, and it's pretty good too.
Oh, I actually think I listened to that one, actually. Maybe that was before I knew of Smino before then. But I don't know. I just didn't I didn't vibe with that album, and I think it was more of like he was like, I love my wife and I love Jesus the whole time.
Which like I get like where it's like kind of like ewy, but come on, man, that's like what his perspective on like that was like his life though, man. He's just speaking from his heart.
I listened to, because you gotta understand, Chance the Rapper was my main guy.
That's true.
And I literally listened to Coloring Book 24/7.
Yeah,
like I love and people didn't know. A lot of people like Coloring Book. I thought you didn't like Coloring Book. I remember you telling me it was like one of his.
The day it came out when I was like in Beverly Hills.
Oh really?
Yeah, I love that album, bro. Like when it first came out, that's like all I would listen to.
I forget who told me that then, but
I thought it was like that song with Justin Bieber on it too, bro. I still getting down.
Bro, I got down to every single. Maybe not. I didn't really like Angels because I think that was one of his singles that came out.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I had listened to it a bunch of times before. Anyways, but I listened to a bunch of like music critics talk about his the Big Day album. And they would talk about how a lot of like the production in the music wasn't good. It was choppy, like the beats didn't really flow right with what Chance's lyrics were. And even though, yes, there were a couple good songs, I mean, maybe 2-3 max. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of, because I really tried to like that album. I really did. And I just had to like bite my tongue on it.
I think music critics should all go do something else with their life. Because putting music on that kind of spectrum where it could be opinionated and changed based off what some random fucking guy with 1 million followers says is disgusting. Because music is from the perception of the artist that is creating the music. Whoever making this music isn't making it like, oh man, I really hope this critic fucking likes it. No, they're like, I like this music. I'm gonna drop this music. If people like it, cool. If not, also cool. I don't know. I just feel like it's so whack. Like we have. Never mind.
I totally understand that. I'm fully like the artist should create whatever they want, and who cares what other people think about it, as long as the artist likes it and it positively affects somebody else and down the road, whatever, good for them. Yeah, no, that's art. It's art, period. But I think all these music critics also, they very strictly say, like, this is my opinion. This is how I looked at the music, and this is what I rate it. This is the outcome of, why I rated it this way. Like Anthony Fantano. Do you know who that is?
Does he got the glasses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you not like him?
I feel like dude's just a hater. He reminds me of like White Joe Budden, bro, or White Charlemagne.
Yes, he's funny on TikTok. I follow him on TikTok.
Like,
but he is but I think he really critiques the music. And if you have such a small echo chamber like that, where you only give a certain albums like very positive reviews, you're going to, I don't know. It's like the scaling of it. It's weird. I think he makes some good points, but you like he says in his videos all the time, it's like, it's my opinion. It's, you can enjoy this album. I can hate this album. I can love an album. You can hate an album. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, the artist is the artist. They don't care. They're probably not going to watch the video. Whatever. But obviously this Chance album flopped. It didn't sell. And people hated it and got turned off of Chance the Rapper. And he gave it a big fat 0 in his rating.
See, and I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many times in my life where like people like hate something, and then usually, me, bro, that usually drives me like, I want to watch this now. And then a lot of times it's like people just be fucking hating, bro.
There are a lot of haters out there for sure. I can name a couple. There's this guy that I was trying to get to watch Attack on Titan for a while, and he just for some reason hated the idea of watching it, even though all of his friends around him thought it's a good show. Kept telling him, hey, it's a good show. Go ahead and watch it. It's great. And he put it off for a couple of years. Just maybe a year. I don't know. Roughly. I think we talked about it on the podcast. And he eventually comes around and watches it. He gives it another try. And he enjoyed it, is what he told me. But, I mean, his name is eluding me, honestly. But, yeah, I mean, maybe I'll go back and find a clip of it.
Probably necessary. Maybe.
Do you remember?
I have no idea, dude. He sounds like he'd probably be fucking cool.
Yeah, he was cool, but he just ended up becoming the Turtleberry down the road, and that's just how the cookie crumbles.
Right.
But all right, man. Do you have anything you want to say to the audience?
Smile. It's gonna be okay.
This is gonna be okay, and don't be so hard on yourself.
Facts.
Don't be so critical. Love yourself.
Yes.
But anyways, guys, we never did plug ourselves. Fuck. Hey, guys, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. We also have the frickin' Patreon. Boop, 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 boop. Only $5 a month. Gannon, how good is $5 a month?
Wait, did you say $5 a month?
I frickin' said $5 a month. But, guys, Gannon has his first chapter of his book, Death Our Friend, on there right now. Give her a read. We also have a new show, Next Caller. First episode, full episode is on the Patreon. Link will be in the description. Please go give it a listen. We appreciate it. We love all the support. Thank you guys so much. But my name is Chase.
And I am and will always be Gannon. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Bye.